Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the middle of February 2021. We're going to just jump right in here and we're going to see what is going on for you at this time, Aquarius, and we will see. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But Aquarius, yeah, I don't read reversals. The Justice card was just in reverse in this deck, but we will keep that in mind, Aquarius. So let's see what is going on for you here. I feel like you're waiting for something to be revealed here, and I just got chills. So chills are a sign to me that I don't think this is not one of those readings that will give you chills. Just when I get chills like that, to me that says that my intuition is kind of going in the right direction here. And so I wasn't quite sure what this was saying, but I kind of got the word revealed popping into my head. So you have this Wonders card, but this is looking like some sort of truth that needs to come out here. It's like this came up in reverse, which could be the truth not coming out. The Justice card in reverse. And I do feel that something needs to be revealed. You have the Sun and the Three of Swords here. I feel that if you're dealing with a person, this is like assumptions being made in this first row. It almost feels like a kind of like a side story to me here, Aquarius. It doesn't feel like a main part of your reading, but if you are experiencing conflict with a person here, it could be any type of conflict, no contact, it could be fighting literally, it could be anything going on here. I feel like there's like more than meets the eye. It's like I feel like you need to kind of like, if you're wanting closure or whatever, I feel like this is talking about needing to communicate. So I feel like for those of you who are in a relationship and you're having a problem, I wouldn't hold that stuff in. I would like let it out with this energy here, especially with this card. For others, I feel like something is being revealed to you here. We're probably going to have to clarify to see what that is, which we are going to clarify at the end. You have the Three of Swords, the Sun, and the Justice card here. So like I said, something needs to be revealed here. The Sun is a card of enlightenment. I feel almost like really sucked in by the Sun's eyes on this card right now, especially just like looking at it right now in your reading. That's the thing that's standing out to me, is the eyes of the Sun here. So I feel like something is staring you right in the face. I'm a little bit creeped out looking at this card because that Sun is looking at me hard right now. So I feel for some of you, it's like something is looking you right in the eye, something that can't be ignored here with this Sun energy. And it could be something that led to a heartbreak here. But I feel like balance can be created in this situation. Weird reading. The readings have been pretty weird. But usually I find that during retrogrades, the readings are pretty weird in the first place. But again, I feel like something needs to be revealed here. We're going to clarify this first row in just a minute, and we're going to get more detail. You have the Parrot Spirit. This card says watch your words. I do feel like it's going to be very important for you to only use empowering words at this time, Aquarius. Yeah, some of you maybe need to take some time out. I'm wondering if this is a situation where someone did take some time out. Maybe you took a break from a person in a relationship, or maybe you you have taken some time apart from a person here to like recharge your batteries with the brown bear spirit or something like that. But I feel like you need to be very careful of your words for sure. You have the Five of Wands, the World, and the King of Cups. It's actually a pretty good row. It's like, you could see a lot of conflict in the World right now with the Five of Wands and the World here. The World is your card. You actually show up twice here with the World and the Wheel of Fortune. You show up in the top right corner of both of these cards here. We'll talk about that more in a second, but you're showing up in a very strong position. And so I feel like you see kind of all this conflict that's going on in the world with like everything that we're dealing with, right? And I feel that you are kind of in this position right now where it's almost like you're non-reactive to what is going on around you. There are choppy waters all around the King of Cups here, and he's kind of just not reacting. He's just sitting there not caring about the choppy waters or anything like that. So I feel that for some of you, you're kind of in this non-reactive space. I do feel for some of you that you're kind of like wanting to get off this throne on the King of Cups energy, or there's something about hidden emotions here as well. Maybe that's what needs to be revealed in this first row. Maybe someone isn't revealing their emotions in a situation with this King of Cups, but it's almost like here, you have the Page of Swords over here, and it's almost like somebody is waiting for someone to have a reaction. This is a crazy reading here, Aquarius, is what I'm going to say to you. But I feel like for some of you, it's like you could be dealing with a person where it's like you're both, maybe both people are not reacting to a damn thing here. Maybe that's the problem. For others, I feel like someone is trying to wait for the other person to react here with this energy. This could be communication, could be anything. You have this here and now card, so I feel like you're staying present. I feel like you're kind of just enjoying the moment here. For some of you, either you or if you're dealing with another person, could also just be being very present at this time. You have the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Swords here. Somebody's curious. Somebody's getting curious. The King of Pentacles, I feel like a lot of you are focused on your wealth, or you're creating more wealth, or securing something more long-term. Wheel of Fortune, a lot of luck. Page of Swords, somebody's spying here. I do feel like this is communication coming in for you here, Aquarius. If you're dealing with another person who you had conflict with, I do feel like there will be communication in this situation with this Page of Swords. Wheel of Fortune pretty much guarantees a return. To me, this is not necessarily a good thing because the Wheel of Fortune can be a repeat cycle. It can basically say that you're repeating the same cycle like over and over and over again. So I would be very careful of that. I would make sure to kind of like end the cycle. There's like so much, you know what's weird about this reading here, Aquarius? Is there's like a lot of lack of detail. But what I mean by that is that if you're dealing with another person, if this is a love reading for you, I feel it's like you both are making assumptions. Like I said earlier, I feel like this is two people who are assuming things about the other person without actually getting any of the detail. It's like you're kind of like creating stories in your head about like what's going on, both people in this situation. So if you're dealing with another person, I feel like there needs to be open communication, obviously, to clear this up. Obviously. For others of you, I feel that this is you just regardless, outside of love in general, I feel like you're just focusing on your own financial security and security in your life in general, which is probably exactly what you should be doing. Because this middle row here, to me, says that you see all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. This here and now card, I feel like you're being very matter of fact at this time, and you're just saying, you know what, it is what it is. There's really not much I can do to change the situation, but I am going to do what I can right now with this here and now card. So I feel like you're just, I mean, this is a very positive energy because to me, this is you just saying, it's like you're taking responsibility and you're just saying, you know what, I'm going to take responsibility for my life with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to do what I can to turn that wheel in my favor. And I would just keep it positive with that parrot spirit. It's kind of like saying use positive words and try to look at things positively at this time. I do feel like there's a strong need for you to do that here, but I need to clarify this. So let's get some more detail here. I'm probably going to pull an extra row for you here, Aquarius, but let's see what is going on for you here, Aquarius, at this time. Cards that was the Six of Wands here. I don't take pop-outs, but let's see here, Aquarius. Make sure to drop a like on this reading. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. But Aquarius, you have the World and the Seven of Cups. Spoiled for choice, a lot of options. You have the Hierophant here and the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody's being very independent here. For some of you, you could be dealing with a person who's married. And, you know, that could be causing this relationship issue. I feel for others, it's like too many stories with that Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is imagination. Like I said earlier, that could have brought something to a conclusion with that World card. The World card can be a card of completion. And so I feel for some of you, you could have ended a cycle with a person because it's like both people were coming up with too many stories. I feel like this led to independence here. For others, I feel like you just are very independent with this Nine of Pentacles. You know, but like I said, this looks very good for those of you who are really focusing on yourself because I feel that you're developing a lot of success with the Nine of Pentacles. And again, no matter what's going on in the world, it's kind of like you're doing okay, which is, I guess, a good thing. I do feel that, again, it's weird. This Wheel of Fortune, I mean, the Hierophant here, I feel like is the restrictions of the world. It's like, yes, there are a lot of restrictions right now, but I feel like you're kind of operating really well within those restrictions. You have the King of Wands here, the Eight of Swords, feeling a little stuck, obviously, because of these restrictions that we're dealing with, and the Four of Wands here. Definitely marriage. For some of you, I'm wondering, like, if you're trying to leave a marriage or you're feeling trapped in a marriage with that Eight of Swords here. You do have the Wheel of Fortune, and you also have the Justice card as well. But I feel for some of you, this is like needing to see that you are not trapped in a current situation. You know, the Eight of Swords says that you could feel very trapped in a relationship, but you don't have to be. you can set yourself free. Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction. I'm wondering if this has to do with money here. I feel like I said this to you last week, Aquarius. It's like the same exact message. I feel for some of you, it's like you could feel trapped in a relationship here due to financial circumstances, or it's like someone is holding money over your head or something like that. It could be a fire sign, it could be a Taurus, Leo. You have Leo twice here, so, well, actually 3 times, technically 4. So a bunch of times here, but it's like someone, I feel, is holding things above your head. So some of you, that could be where you're feeling trapped, but I feel like you're not trapped here. It could also be a child as well with this Page of Swords that is kind of making you feel trapped in a situation. What a weird reading. I'm not gonna lie. Next you have the Seven of Pentacles here. You have the Five of Wands, definitely experiencing conflict, conflicted, not sure what to do. Eight of Cups, walking away. I feel like some of you are overanalyzing this. Again, I feel like this is like one of those readings where it's like I should probably do another Aquarius reading, because to me, I feel like this is for like one person. It's like, I feel like whoever you are, or it could be multiple of you, it's like you're overanalyzing, overthinking things with that Seven of Pentacles. Five of Wands is like you're creating conflict. Eight of Cups, I feel like ultimately you're going to walk away from this situation. So for those of you that are stuck in a relationship or feel stuck, I feel like you're probably going to walk away here and walk towards something new. For everyone else, I feel like you're really focusing on yourself here. That Seven of Pentacles, I feel like is saying that you're getting ready to look for something new. Like maybe you are kind of creating this abundance with the Nine of Pentacles, or you have been creating abundance with that Nine of Pentacles, and you're ready to maybe create more abundance. Let's see what that is. Page of Pentacles, ready for something new. Like I said, here you have the Two of Cups. Could be new love coming in for you. Some of you could just be ready for new love. And the Eight of Pentacles, money. So I feel for a lot of you, this is really nice. As far as finances are concerned, I feel like for a lot of you, you're ready to start working on something new, or you're ready to start doing something new that could make you more money. For some of you, I feel like you have been working on something that is making you money, and that Eight of Pentacles to me is just saying that you're just going to make more money. Like, you know, I feel like you're just growing a business or growing in work. The Two of Cups is you and your higher self. So I feel like you're matching up perfectly with whatever it is that you're doing at this time. Yeah, you have this message in a bottle card. Damn, Aquarius. Somebody needs to open up here, really, is what this is saying. That message in a bottle card, it is a message, but it's inside a frickin' bottle, right? Someone needs to break the bottle and speak their truth here, I feel. Could be you, could be your person, doesn't matter. You know, I'd say if you're dealing with a fire sign or an earth sign especially, you know, especially a Taurus, I feel like somebody has to open up here in this situation. Tower, I feel like there will be communication. Could bring a tower moment, though, is what I'd say. Ace Wands, passion you'll be getting here. And the Four of Pentacles. If this is your story, I feel like in a lot of ways, this is like two people who can't let go of each other. Here, there's still a lot of passion here, but something has to change. A tower moment has to occur. So whether it's you or your person, somebody is clearly married here, and I say that very confidently. So someone clearly is in a marriage or in a very strong commitment, and for like the two of you to be together, then there needs to be a tower moment. The tower moment is whoever this is needs to escape the relationship with the Eight of Swords, because they're clearly not happy with that energy. For others of you, I feel like this is you rebuilding something. Seven of Pentacles is a little bit of boredom here, Aquarius. And going to the Page of Pentacles with the Tower, sometimes I think when we work on something for too long, you know, it kind of gets boring, it gets mundane, we start looking for something else. So I feel for some of you, it's like you're just looking for something else to do. And, you know, I would be careful of causing a tower moment, but at the same time, I've done it in my life where I've gotten bored of things that I've worked on, and I've like totally scratched what I've been doing. And, you know, it does create a little bit of panic, but at the same time, it's pushed me to do things like this channel. So, you know, at the same time, it has created a lot of wonderful things in my life. So I totally get it. I'm an Aquarius rising as well. I think this is something Aquarius does, is what I'm trying to say. I think Aquarius, since Aquarius is like the innovators, I feel like Aquarius frequently has those moments where they kind of get bored of something and then like need to, you know, kind of have a tower moment to start something new. So I don't think this is a bad thing. it's kind of weird because it's like, you know, again, I don't want to brag about myself here, Aquarius, but it's like I've done this several times in my life, right? And it's like each time it happens faster. It's like the first time I did this where I got rid of a business I had just out of the blue because I just wasn't happy doing it anymore. It took a long time to build something else up. But it's like each time that I've done it, it's like I've built up faster and faster and faster. And I feel like maybe that's happening for you. It's like maybe you're realizing that something isn't making you happy, but it's like you've developed a ton of skills. You have King, the Hierophant here. I mean, I think that's what Aquarius people need to realize, is that it's like you have developed a lot of skills, maybe in these kind of like death cycles that you've been going through. I don't know what to call this for you here, Aquarius. Very strange reading. If you're still here, I'm impressed. Because this is one of those readings where I feel like I'm going to lose a lot of people. Either these readings, they either resonate with a ton of people and I'm totally wrong, or they resonate with no one and I'm totally right? But I feel like for a lot of you, this is kind of like those innovation cycles that Aquarius does. Let's put it that way. And I feel like you're moving towards very passionate new beginning. You're definitely moving towards security, so I like that. For others, you know, in love, again, I feel like whoever this freaking person is here, or whoever this is, I don't know, this is like both of you here, Aquarius. It's like they want to put in the work. Eight of Pentacles, willing to put in the work. There's still a ton of passion here. There's definitely a past person here as well. Again, if you were dating a jerk or a dick or whatever in the past, this message is not for you. I feel like this is something where there's still a lot of passion, happiness, like all those things. But Aquarius, I don't know. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with this reading. Really appreciate it. I hope it at least makes some sense. And make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising. Those will probably make more sense than this did. But also feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Aquarius, and enjoy your month.